Hey guys, just an update. This is Jay Tynert. I'm your host. I just wanted to let you know today is February 20th. It's Saturday, February 20th. I was scheduled to be in the middle of a 48-hour race right now. Jackalope Jam that I've done the last couple of years. It's a 48-hour race that would have started on February 19th, but due to the weather conditions here in Texas, it ended up being canceled. The ranch was able to, that we run it on down outside of Houston, would have still been able to hold the race, but they had to turn off the water, so there would have been no water out there. Usually they have restrooms and stuff. That would have all been canceled. But the final decision that the race director correctly made was that we needed to cancel it because we didn't need people driving on the roads that weren't necessarily safe, and also we didn't need to be taking up any hotel rooms down there because a lot of people are without power or without water. So a lot of people were using any hotel rooms that were working. So we didn't need to take up any of that either. So the race was canceled. I just wanted to let you know I'm not running that. So I've been doing some running on the treadmill the last few days. I did 18 yesterday. I just finished, you'll see I'm all sweaty. I just finished a 8.4 mile run on my treadmill today. What's up next for me? I'm going to, on March 20th, I'm going to go to Grasslands and run a trail marathon. Looking forward to that. It's put on by Blaze Trails, which is a great organization. That race at Grasslands I've done multiple times. It used to be put on by North Texas Trail Runners, which I've been a member of for 20 years probably. But they sold the race some years ago to some great trail runners that put on the race. They do an awesome job. So I'm looking forward to that race. That race is it's fairly flat, fairly fast, but done out there by horse riding. So there's a lot of good trails. The trails tend to be a little sandy in spots, so you're going through sand. There have been years, it being in March in Texas, sometimes we'll have lots of rain and they become very muddy. So there are those famous years that are called mudlands. There was one year that I was signed up that it became very muddy, and also we had snow and ice. But there's also been years where it'll be 90 degrees and not real comfortable, but it's still always very well organized. It's a good race. I'm looking forward to it. So that's March 20th. So it's a month, 4 weeks from today. And then 2 weeks after that, I'm doing the Brazos Bend 50 miler. It had to be moved due to COVID. It's usually at Brazos Bend State Park, which is just a little bit outside of Houston. It's a flat, fast course. It's known for, they hold a 100 miler in December, which is considered one of the faster 100 milers around because there's very little elevation change. It's a park famous because there's a lot of alligators in the park and different wildlife. But it's a very flat, fast course. I've done the 50 miler that they hold. This year it's April 3rd, so I've done it before. I've also been to the 100 miler in December, but I didn't do the 100 mile distance. I just did a trail marathon. But this year it is being canceled because it's close enough to Houston that it is being canceled because of COVID. They don't want to hold events that close. So it is also being moved out to, there's a park that is not super far outside of Houston. It's in Cat Springs, Texas. It's called the 7IL Ranch. It's actually where Jackalope Jam would have been held. So they're going to hold it at that park. It's the trails that'll be held on. It'll be a tougher race than, it's still not super hilly or anything, but it has some hills. It'll have some sand. It'll be tougher than it would have been at the original location for Brazos Bend. But anyway, I'm planning to do that April 3rd, assuming it continues and is able to happen. I guess I'm trying to get ready for those races, so I'm still mostly doing just making sure I get in my 50 to 60 miles a week, which actually includes some walking. I've gotten to where as I get older, I'm probably am running 40 miles a week approximately, walking 15 to 20. and I'll continue that up to the race. I'm trying not to lose quite so much speed. I've been feeling like I'm getting a little slower, so I am sprinkling in some a few days a week where I'll do some strides at the end of my runs. I'm also doing actually over more like a week and a half, 10-day schedule. I'll throw in one day where I do an interval sort of session, and I'll do one day where I'm doing like a threshold workout. I don't try to get in 2 in a week. I find that a little hard on me, so I do it over like a 10-day period. Anyway, so those are my upcoming races. That's all I've got for today. Thank you very much. Thanks for listening. Bye.